couldn't afford to advertise, which was unfortunate because no one knew who I was or my company was. I didn't know what I was doing and was cold calling organizations. I'm literally talking to people, I don't know their name and they don't know my name. Making this work by increasing my efforts 10 times. And as soon as I
Alright guys, so as you guys can see, I cut out the whole front of the bumper. I'm going to show you guys in the rear. You guys can see there's a whole like painting in like a whole bunch of little holes. I don't know if you guys can see them, but there's a whole bunch of little holes. I was just going to replace some areas, but I say, you know what, since it's too rough, let's cut it off and make some new metal. As you guys have been seeing, I've been working on some little spots here and there that the bumper needed to be replaced. The quarter panel, I did that whole cut up thing. I'm sorry that this portable garage doesn't really let me give you a good wide shot of the quarter panel, but you guys will see eventually. Just showing you guys what I'm working on right now. So yeah, so like I say, I'm gonna be using some products they call Porsche. So I'm gonna be using some products they call Porsche 215, and they work in 3 stages. First stage, you're supposed to clean and try to get rid of all this like loose rust that it's on the piece. Second, actually it will be like 4 steps, but on second step you use like a rust degreaser type of cleaner that will kind of like make all the loose rust to start like coming off. That will be pretty much the first step on the product. On what you need to do will be your second step. On your third step will be using a chemical that it's part of the product. You spray it on this thing, and that will kind of like stop the rust from going through chemicals. It will kind of like turn it into like a darker color when you spray it on. After that, then you let it dry, and then you will be painting it with the Porsche 215 product, and that way that's how you capsule the rust. But like I said, I'm going to be putting a new piece. I was just trying to show you guys what you guys can do. And yep, so this was the worst part on the car, and as you guys can see, it's cut. I'm going to be working on this whole area, trying to get rid of all the paint and prep it, because there was no like a metal piece lip that was connecting the bumper to this piece, so it was like all like flatsy. And what they did, they put this, show you guys, they put this foam, so you guys can see, it's like the expanding foam, and that's what they put behind this part, all underneath. I guess they just sprayed that whole thing, and once it got hard, it was holding the bumper in place, and that's how they keep the bumper from flating and stuff. And that's what happened. So if you guys ever done that, that's what's gonna happen. If you guys were thinking of doing it, don't do it. Unless you guys paint or prep the back of your sheet metal to protect it from rust, and then you can do it, then you'll be okay. But don't do it on bare metal. It's the worst. The worst metal that it's on this car. Obviously, it's on the floor pan, but on the all the white body kit, that's what they did. They didn't prep the metal, and like I said, this is the worst area. That's why you see all this like that stuff on it. But the rest of the sheet metal, it only has like surface rust, which that product will totally take care of it. Heavier rust like this, you can still like take care of it, but the metal, it's already weak. So if it's already too weak, you know, might as well just to replace the metal. But if for some reason it's just like surface rust, or you don't really care how weak the metal got, maybe it's in an area that you don't really care how thin is the metal, who knows, you know. You once you start working with the metal, I mean the product, you will know how to use it and what areas you should and you shouldn't. I had used it in many cars, so kind of like know where I should and where I should or should not. All right. Hi, girl. Come here. Did you kiss it? You got a mermaid. It's loud here. You want to go over there and play? Bye. Love you. So yeah, guys, here is kind of what I did. Don't mind my welding, and as you guys can see, I patch all the rust. I still need to do some welding and some grinding in some places, but the major part where the rust was, I replaced the whole thing. I'm dulling this 2 pieces of sheet of metal so I can get that curved. Another thing, I know that the line is not straight. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep playing with the dollying hammer until I kind of like get the sheet metal where I want it to be, and then I'm gonna use a piece of tape across, and then I'm gonna cut it with a cutting wheel, and I'm gonna try to get it more symmetrical. I don't know if I've been like feeling like maybe I'm gonna do like a little frame around it. I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. Another thing, now these new pieces here, I made it a little bit stronger than what they had. Underneath, I'm gonna make some pieces of brackets that kind of will go like an L shape with the right angle, so it kind of like just keeps it in place and help it to be in pretty much there with the knee of what they use, that font thing that they used in the past. So yeah, so I know that this doesn't look the best right now, but hey, you know, I don't even know what to say. But yeah, I mean, like, just keep watching, you guys will see it. And now we are on the ae86. I want to show you guys something that happened to it. I'm super pissed about it. It'd be kind of hard to show you guys, but the paint crack right here, it's really dusty, as you guys can see. And same right here, all this, it's like peeling off and stuff. And what happened, I had this tire on a like dolly, and then the car fell off the dolly, and the whole dolly landed on the front bumper, and the bumper pushed the fender up, cracking up the paint, denting my fender. And right here, you guys can see now it doesn't really align. This filter or silencer without those screws, and I shoot it all the way here.
So something happened off camera, guys. And not good. It's gonna require some work, and I really wasn't trying to do this, and that's not good at all. So you guys see this little seal? It popped out of the heads. These are the seals that cover where the fuel injectors go. Now that it has the carburetors, well, they were plugged with this thing. And I was tuning out the carburetors because every time I was stepping on the gas, the car kind of will like felt like it was gonna die and then will go. It was something to do with the air, so I kind of like started messing up with the screws on the carburetors, and I did something wrong because it should have right up. I don't know if the guy who sold me this motor did it wrong, or it was something that I did. But I'll show you guys where this came off. It will be kind of hard to see it, but you guys see that hole? Let's see, maybe right here. This hole right here, that's the where this little thing came off. That goes right there. That's the other one. See, maybe I can show you guys the other ones. Those two over there. And then this two and this one come off. So pretty much in order to put it back on, I need to remove the carburetors, the manifold, and put this back on, and hopefully I didn't mess up anything. That's not good. Like I said, I was getting this car ready for winter jam. Doesn't seem to be like a big, too much big of a job. But like I say, I don't know really why this popped out. Maybe I do some research. Maybe I can like tap that hole with like a retreading thing and put a bolt there. But yeah, so this is what happened, guys. Everything from just in the garage and trying to tune up the car. But I'm so glad that it happened here and it didn't happen at the track, because that would have been really bad if that happens there. You know, spending all the time to go there, all the effort to go there just to get there, and then your car shits on you, then that's no bueno. Anyways, but so I guess more stuff coming up. Alright guys, so this is it for today's video. I hope you guys like the work I'm doing. I work a little bit on the Porsche. I told you a little bit of my plans on the ae86. And like I say, there's some videos I'll be posting about the ae86. And winter jam is coming up. For those who doesn't know, Sonoma Track in Sonoma County, they have a drift event on December. It's a 2-day event. It's Saturday and Sunday. You drift both days. Almost every year it rains. And you know, it's pretty cold and rainy, but that's what it is. It's a winter jam, alright guys? So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. And see you guys next time. Woo!